What's up, my dog? This is Brent with Right Side Rides, 1999 Daihatsu Naked Turbo. And what I'm going to do is I'm doing two things while I'm in here. One, my trip reset, it would not turn over, it would get stuck. And so I'm going to go back there and take this out and spray it down with some silicone spray and to see if I can get this unstuck. And the second thing while I'm in here is my D4 light will not show up, even though all the remaining lights everywhere else on this vertical cluster does show up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the bulb from the D4 to D2. So I'm just basically swap them to make sure if it's a blown bulb, and more than likely that's what it is. So it's actually pretty simple to remove this whole section right here. First thing you do is you open just this one glove compartment, and right here you can tell, or actually it's probably easier to just grab right here and you just kind of like pull towards you. Right here, right here, right here, and this whole section comes right off, and it's just held in by these little clips that go in here. There's one, two, was it three, and then four, so it'll be total 8, 4 up top and 4 on the bottom. And once you do that, this comes just all the way out, and it gives you access to the gauge cluster back behind here. There's going to be 3 bolts to take this off. There's going to be one there, one 10mm bolt there, and one 10mm bolt over there. Thank you. Now that you got the front panel off, you can see just how everything is set up. There's only 3 bolts, three 10mm bolts. You need to take off this one right here, and this one right there. Now once you take all 3 of those off, that's where there is a electrical connector at the top here, electrical connector behind here, and then the speedometer cable behind there. When you see that speedometer cable, there's a white plastic clip that you just slide it away from the gauge cluster, and then the speedometer cable will just pull away from the cluster itself. Nice and simple. And then all you do is, I had to press the hazard down, so that way when you pull this out, kind of like have to shimmy it up and over this, and that way it comes right out. And I know some people may go up underneath here to get that speedometer cable, but I found out there's enough electrical wiring to be able to come out, pull this over to the side, and just come behind there on both sides to actually take the electrical connectors off, and not needing to take this particular panel off. So hope this helps. And I'm about to put everything back together. I did switch up the bulbs from D2 to D4, and now D4 now lights up and D2 does not, so it is a blown bulb. And how you know which bulb it is, when you take the bulb out, you just look through the little hole and you can see the other side of this, and you can easily tell where that light actually goes to. So that was my cheat sheet. So hope this helps. Thanks. So I did get the gauge cluster out. There's this speedometer cable right here. All you do is you slide this down, and then you actually just push this away from the cluster, and it just pops right out. Then there's 2 cables. You press down here and you pull it away. Same with this one right here. And this is what the back of it looks like. You can see where one of the cables goes there, the other one goes right there, and then that's where the speedometer cable goes. So what I just recently did to fix the trip reset, had to unscrew this screw, this one, and then this one just backed out, and then this whole part of the gauge came out, which allowed me to fix this. And as you can tell, it's all zeros. But the other reason I'm in here is my D4 light does not shine, even though all the rest of them do. So I'm gonna go in here and see which one is needed, to see if there's something in here, like whether it's a the light bulb is burnt out or what. So I'm gonna probably just swap them, because I mean, I don't know how many people really use D2 or D3, but I just want to make sure that the D4 is lit. So let me go ahead and take care of this. Thanks.